Hey ladies, anybody out there get keratin treatments and are worried about the health risk? Hey, I'm Jill, the health coach, and I am with the fabulous Pauline Fowley here.
Hello.
Yes, and I love her Scottish accent, makes everything so much more fun when I hang with her. But anyway, I get my keratin treatment. It's a hair straightening treatment, excuse me, and I get it done about every 6 months. And we all know that these things work incredibly because of the chemicals that they use. So, how can we safeguard ourselves? And by the way, anybody who has keratin treatments or even color your hair, you know they all use chemicals. And we know this because of our body's reaction. Because let's face it, how often do you get any of these things done and all of a sudden your eyes are running and stinking and stuff? Well, you know if your body's reacting that way, that there's definitely chemicals that your body does not like. So how do you best safeguard yourself when doing these treatments? Well, first of all, with the keratin, with the help of Pauline, I am so grateful that she found at least one of the safest products that she could. So here she uses Naturia, and you can see Naturia here, and this is a keratin treatment, and it works really well. I've been doing it for years. So what their ingredients are all organic. And you can see when you read the ingredients, it's mostly fruit extracts and green tea, and they use a lot of essential oils. So there are still some chemicals in there, but at least they minimize it, and all the other chemicals that they, or all the other ingredients they do use are strictly organic. So that is great. So what are other things that, since I know there's still chemicals, how can you safeguard yourself when you get these treatments done? Well, the first thing that I always do is the day before and the day of and the day after, I always take extra doses of vitamin C. I'll take about 2,000 milligrams 4 times a day because it's water soluble, so you have to take it throughout the day. So I take the vitamin C for at least 3 days. And vitamin C, it does a few things. It boosts your immune system, so it can help fight off these things, but also it escorts toxins out of your body. So anything that you breathe in or that you might take in any way, at least it will help escort these things out. Super important. And then the other thing that I use that I'm about to use right now is every time I get my keratin done, because I still do feel it in my eyes. So I know that there's some chemicals that my body does not like. So I always bring a mask, a surgical mask. And then what I do is I spray an essential oil into the mask. And that way, at least I'm inhaling the essential oil, which is antimicrobial, antibacterial, and I inhale that as opposed to the chemicals. So I use Young Living brand, and I use their brand. They have a certain blend called Thieves, and I use that. But you can use a lot of different ones. Most of them will be effective in some way, shape, or form. So if you want, I would, as an option, alternate, I would use peppermint or lavender or even lemon. Those are great alternatives to spray in your mask. And I spray it several times in my mask throughout the treatment. So those are my little tricks rather, not really a treat, but those are my tricks that I use so that at least while doing these beauty treatments, at least you can try to be as healthy as possible. And I know Pauline wanted to add about the fact that when you apply the keratin, it's not on the scalp.
Correct. So it's not applied on the scalp, which means it's not getting directly absorbed into the body. But obviously there is some indirect, chemical absorption there. So it just makes it slightly safer that it doesn't need to go onto the scalp. It stays about a centimeter or so from the root. So it will travel up a little bit as the heat's applied. But it stays off the scalp, which just helps with the process a little better.
There you go. So thanks again, Pauline. And for you ladies out there doing any of these types of treatments, try to safeguard yourselves as best you can with vitamin C, even when you color your hair. Take vitamin C a few days before, during, and then after for just to protect yourself the best you can. All right, for other tips, feel free to check out my YouTube channel, Jill the Health Coach, and you can also get some great recipes and lots of other articles and great information at my website, jillthehealthcoach.com.